times have you heard that you can change your mindset, but you're not actually sure how? That's what's coming up next year in the Life Fix University podcast. I'm your host, Esty Rappaport, a productivity coach, and here to help you rewire your brain to be more efficient and effective. Speaking of which, changing your mindset might actually be the thing getting in your way of being productive. And if you think that's the case, or you want to know if it's the case, head over to lifefixuniversity.com/mindset. Now, how can you actually change your mindset? Today's formula is something that came from Jack Canfield and something that I've learned a while back when I was a kid, teenager, and my mom was getting trained by Jack Canfield. My mom got trained to be like a speaker across the world with her, training other people through Jack Canfield. And every time she would come back from the training, she had to go like multiple times. She would share all the beautiful things that she learned. And now I must say that at that age in my early teens, 11, 12, I wasn't super excited about all the things that she was sharing. And I disagreed with a lot of them. And a lot of them, it took me time to either agree with or find my own way of how I liked it. But this was one thing that now I absolutely love, even though then I couldn't stand it. And that is going to show this to you right here on my board. If you are watching on Spotify or YouTube, you could see E plus R equals O. E equals event, R equals response, and O equals outcome. Now, you have zero control on the E, on the event, and you have zero control on the O, on the outcome. The only thing you can't control is the response. So let's bring this to math. Sorry, people who don't like math. I do like math. We'll make it pretty simple so you'll be able to understand. Let's say my E is 5 and my O is 7. Okay. E plus R, E5 plus R blank equals 7. That means it's E5 plus 2 is 7, right? However, I do not like my 7. I don't like that my answer is a 7. I'm not allowed to change my 5 because my 5 is by the E. The only thing I could change is the R. So if I don't like 7, I could change my R, let's say to a 3. And then what do I have? 5 plus 3 is 8. Do I like that? Yes. If not, I could change my R to something else, maybe to 5. So 5 plus 5 equals 10. I can't change my E, but by changing my R, I am going to get an O that I like. In life, we have the same exact thing. You cannot change the event. You can't change the fact that it's raining outside, but you could change the way that you respond to that event. So that way your outcome will be different. With your mindset, it's the same thing. If something happens to you, if there's something that's going on in your life, if there's something that's genetic in the way you were born, you cannot change that event. However, you could change your mindset about it. You could change the way your response is to that event. So that way, the outcome of that event will be different. The outcome of the response will be different. You'll have a different outcome and you might actually like that. Now, why did I pick this after the previous episode? Because Sharon, that amazing episode, Dr. Sharon, she spoke so much about how you are in control of the way that you respond to things. We have to become more emotionally intelligent, more self-aware to understand what's going on. So that way we could go and change our thoughts to these emotions. And that comes back to this E plus R equals O. Now, what does this do? It has to do with cognitive functions. It's actually made up of quite a few cognitive functions, actually mental operations, but we're not going to speak about that now. But it is quite interesting to see E plus R equals O in input, elaboration, output. We could imagine that the event is the input. The event is something that is happening to us. The response, the R, is our elaboration, the way we're processing it and the way that we're thinking about this response, about this event, about the thing that happened. And then the O is going to be the output part, or the outcome of the response that we had before. So your challenge for today is next time there is a mindset that you want to switch and you're not sure how to switch, write it down, right? E plus R equals O. Write down under E what the event was. Write down what you want your outcome to be, what you want your ending to be, and then you are going to change your response so that way you can go and get that outcome. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.
That's all for this episode of the Life Fix University podcast, but I have a huge favor to ask of you that will not only support the show, but will also help the people you love most. We are striving for 1 million downloads by the end of 2025, and we can't do this without your help. If you love this episode, please share it with 2 of your family and friends so they too can rewire their brains to have an extraordinary marriage. It was awesome spending time with you, and I'll see you on the next episode.